Hello and welcome back to another TCG Live pack opening. Today we have a Scarlet and Violet Prismatic Evolutions pack. Or 8 of them, excuse me. We got Professor's research as he stands outside of his lab in Lumio City, I believe. Rotostick Trainer. Badoo sitting amongst all the blooming flowers as it opens up its... I guess those are like buds, on the top of his head. Never really sure what those red and blue things were. We got Bronzor floating outside of Snowpoint Temple. Techno Radar Trainer. Slowking in the rain, waving to people as they go by. Kyrian Trainer. Ooh. I guess this is... I think I've heard about these. This is one of the Pokeball cards? I don't know, I'll do some research after this video. But yes, we have a Pokeball Halucha. Very nice. As he... Oh, he's right, Oh gosh, I was just on this route the other day. He's on his route in Kalos. That's Gen 6, right? There's so many names nowadays. Let me do some research real quick. Actually, I don't think he's on Route 10. He's probably actually in Geohenge City? Singe? I'm not sure. He's in the city with the rocks. If you know, you know. I ain't gonna spoil stuff. Ooh, another one. This time just a Pokeball, but it's a Dreepy in the rain. These are some nice cards. I can't remember if I saw them last time, but we got a Holo Flareon for our rare. We'll have to see what we get. Professor's Research, Rowan Edition. Hoot Hoot sitting on top of some roses, I think, or just some beautiful flowers. Hippopotas just laying down in the desert. Black Belt's Training Trainer. Earthen Vessel Trainer. Screamtail, mouth agape as it runs through the jungle. Pyroar on top of the rocks, roaring. Well, that's a very close to a Simba reference, or a Lion King reference, excuse me. And we got a Dunsparce using its tail to dig deep into the ground. Professor's Research Sycamore, as he stands outside of his lab. We have a Holo Fizandipity for our rare. Next pack. Once again, Professor Sycamore's Research. Badoo amongst the blooming flowers. Spritzy in the flower garden. Oh, shoot. I double-clicked. I forgot. I'm not supposed to be using that mouse right now. Let me swap over here. We have Cypher Maniac's Code-Breaking Trainer. Heatran making his way up the side of the mountain, flaming as he goes along. Janie's Secret Art Trainer. Fezandipity for the reverse this time. I can actually comment about something because it's not blocked by the holo. We got Fezandipity coming in for a landing in the mountains. Rotostick Trainer, I believe that's also a reverse. And we got Ortega? I think that's how you say their name. Full Art Ortega. Very nice. I always love to see full art trainers. They're always nice looking. Moving right on along into the next pack, boys. Starting us off, we have Miltank on the path surrounded by the orange trees in autumn. Black Belt's Training Trainer. This one, I didn't mention it earlier, but this one is the one inside of the dojo next to the Saffron City Gym. Goldeen at the festival breaching the water as fireworks go off behind it. Van Rotom flying high in the skies above the mountains. Screamtail mouth agape running through the jungle. Rescue Board Trainer. Professor Salda's Vitality Trainer. Miltank walking down the path surrounded by the orange trees. I think that's a reverse. It kind of looks like it. We got a Black Belt's Training Trainer. This time he is out training in the wild. For our rare, we have Espeon on the couch, head on the pillow, relaxing around the house. Alrighty, boys, I say we're about halfway there. Halfway there. Ooh, I didn't know these could come up so early. Rani Fort as she stands in the archway. Beautiful full art trainer. We have Duskull floating through the overgrown forest at night. Dusclops in the forest clearing, attracting spirits. Execute relaxing out in front of the house. Explorer's Guidance Trainer. Professor Turo's Scenario Trainer. Glass Trumpet Trainer. Always with the trainers with the sets. We have Dracloak right in front of the lake's edge at sunset for our first reverse. Our second is Professor Turo's Scenario Trainer Reverse. And our rare is a nice hollow roaring moon as he unleashes a hyper voice. Next pack. Riolu walking down the path as it plays with the top at sunset. Fan Rotom high in the sky above the mountains. Dracloak at the lake's edge at sunset. Miltank walking down the path with the orange trees on either side. Sea King also breaching the water at the festival. Ogre's Mask Trainer. Techno Radar Trainer. Groudon doing his thing, expanding the land for our first reverse. Applin hanging from a tree with his fellow apples for our second. And our rare is the Whimsicott high above the sky. This one's a hollow. I've seen this thing recently, but I don't think it was this set. Maybe it was TCG Live. Or not Live, TCG Pocket, excuse me. Moving on, we have Cottony floating above the cotton fields. Execute relaxing outside of the house. Bronzor in front of Snow Point Temple. Applin hanging from the tree with his fellow apples. Great Tusk trampling a tree. Glass Trumpet Trainer. Earthen Vessel Trainer. Glass Trumpet Trainer for our first reverse. And Arcaludon in the mountains for our second. Or maybe that's a Pokeball. And then we have, ooh, a very nice Lugia EX. I feel like I haven't seen this man in a fat minute. I guess that's just because I missed him in Silver Tempest. He's in Silver Tempest, right? I'm almost positive. But whatever. A beautiful EX. I love to see my boy Lugia. A classic all the same. Alrighty, boys. It's come that time once again to find out is last pack best pack or not. If you're unfamiliar, I'll give you the quick and dirty. On a pack-by-pack basis for this opening, does the final pack contain the best stuff of the opening? That is what last pack best pack is. There are rules for yeses and nos, but there is a video to explain that better linked in the description below. Alrighty boys, let's see what we got for today. Last time was a yes. We have the Pupitar. This is like the second Pupitar that we've seen just launched at supersonic speeds. Who is throwing all these Pupitar? We got Goldeen at the festival breaching the water. Riolu playing with the top as it walks down the path. Spritzy in the flower garden. Carmine Trainer. Professor Turo Scenario Trainer. Lacey Trainer. Many trainers. Alright, for our first reverse we have Hippopotas laying down in the desert. For our second, we have an Ogre's Mask. I get a chance to say it. I've heard this thing was recently in a deck that's pretty good, if I heard correctly. I think it won like second or something like that. But yeah, very solid get. I really honestly should start playing the TCG Live a little bit at some point. I promised it forever ago. And a Larry Skill Full Art Trainer for our rare. I don't know. I want to call this a yes, but that's kind of tentative. We did get we got a good Full Art Trainer earlier, but that was super early on in the pack. I can't remember how it panned out in the end. So for the time being, I'll call it a yes. If I cut in right after saying that, you'll understand that I was wrong. And unfortunately, that cut in comes now. I hate to say it, but it's a no for last pack best pack, boys. Pack number 5 was the one that did it. The one I just mentioned. The one with the Ronnie Fort at the beginning also had a Roaring Moon hollow at the end. Whereas in our last pack, we did get the Full Art Trainer, but unfortunately the hollow at the end kind of ticks it up over the last pack. So, unfortunately, another no for last pack, best pack, boys. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. Alrighty, boys, that's another one in the bag. I am back on my usual setup, so hopefully my freaking mic won't be, trying to cut it, or it wasn't really cutting out, it was just trying to muffle certain words at the end. But hopefully, back on my other setup, that's not a thing anymore. But, alrighty, boys, as always, I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you I will see you Tuesday for another TCG Live pack opening. See you then, boys.